enthusiastic good morning to one and all present here. I'm Shambhi Singh from MFAM MBA second year.
And I'm Akshan Shrestha from MBA Tech C second year.
We welcome you all today on this beautiful Saturday morning for an enlightening session on confidence, a key to success.
There's a famous quote by Robert Perry stating, and style, by the way, is a very important thing. It's like your signature, your handwriting, or it is something that you develop that is your way of presenting yourself. And also your way of looking at what art and how to make it. A quote our guest speaker will agree with. I feel delighted to introduce the guest speaker, Miss Arshiya Sareen, who has joined us today for a fireside chat on the topic confidence, a key to success. The way we present ourselves is how the world receives us. So, our speaker will share her experience with all of us how to accumulate the confidence to present yourself with a pinch of style.
Our guest, Miss Arshiya Sareen, is a chemical engineer by profession, but she is also the reigning queen and holds the title of Miss Globe India 2022 and was the finalist for Miss Earth India 2022. I would like to welcome Miss Arshiya to share with us her experience about competing in pageants, tips to remember while interacting with the HR, and how to present oneself, how to portray the most important thing about ourselves with confidence.
So, ma'am, how do you feel on this wonderful Uttarayan morning?
First of all, I would like to thank the team for inviting me, and I'm very excited, to talk and interact to different people and your college, which is one of the prestigious college. So I'm feeling very good. I think it's a very great start to this wonderful morning by interacting with you all.
Okay, that's nice. Since, ma'am, I'm also an engineer by profession, I always wonder how people from engineering backgrounds end up in some different field of interest.
Yeah, there are many memes and jokes that revolve around this. Yeah, I feel that you should follow passion because I was always passionate towards modeling. And, to juggle between so many things is quite difficult. But if you juggle between your passion as well as my passion was modeling, though it was tough in starting, to manage time between chemical engineering. My degree is dual degree. I have done MBA also from Punjab University. So it was quite tough in the beginning, but then I think if you have that fire in your belly, if you really want to do things, you make up things no matter what.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so how did you first get into the world of beauty pageants and modeling?
When I was in college, there was a fest in my college, and I wanted to, do modeling in my fest. And when I did modeling in my fest, I was very excited and I felt very good. Then suddenly one day I was looking in my Instagram and I saw an advertisement which said that there is an audition for Miss Teen India. I asked my parents and my friends that should I go for it? Do you think I'll crack that? Everyone was hyping me and said, "You go, you try, you must try. You should not, uh, you know, think negative that you won't be able to do." Then I tried and I sort of cracked that and I went for Miss Teen India. And that journey never ended because then I went for Miss North India, then Miss Earth India, and then Miss Globe India. And I have also represented internationally in Europe. So that journey never ended and I hope it will never end also. I will go for other pageants as well in future.
Serendipity at its peak, isn't it? So how did it feel to be crowned as the Miss Globe India 2022 and how did your lifestyle change after that?
When I was crowned, I was blank. I didn't know how to contemplate that I am getting crowned for Miss Globe India because it's a huge responsibility. And getting ready within 15 days to represent India internationally between 60 countries is not a cakewalk. You need to have a good wardrobe. You need to have good walk and talk skills to represent your country. Uh, I was a bit nervous, but also excited because that was my dream come true.
Was it difficult to make a decision, like to completely change your field from engineering, MBA, management, and directly going to the world of pageants and being a fashionista?
No, I don't think so because in India, we all have our parents have that thought process that you need to, gain some degree, you need to have some backup option. I always had a backup option. I have been placed also in one of the good companies in Gurgaon, but then I followed my heart. I always wanted to give some time to my passion. So I decided to give 1 to 2 years to modeling to see whether I'm able to cope up with that or not. If not, I can always go back to my chemical engineering and MBA and do my job. So it was not difficult because I always believe if you're passionate enough to do things, you can conquer it no matter what.
So, who is the person who inspired you, and what did he or she inspire you with?
My parents have always inspired me. My mom is always more excited than me. Whenever I'm going for my pageant, she has always helped me and she has propelled me to, move forward in this career. She has never hampered my growth. I always see that there are some parents who say that, in this field is very short lived. It is according to your age. Like whenever you cross 35, 40, you cannot go for modeling at that time. But my parents have never hampered me. They have always said that, follow your heart, do whatever you want to do, just do what makes you happy. And if you follow your heart, I think nothing can make you more happier than following what you really want to do.
There's always a question behind pageants, and when we talk about the fashion industry, were there any requirements? Like, let's say I plan to shift my career from pharmacy and going into fashion industry. So, are there any requirements or criteria that one has to look forward to? Because there are a lot of stereotypes around it. You have to be a certain height, for example. So, like, are they actually there? Did you have to fall through them?
Actually, there are certain height criterias in pageants. The height criteria has been changed. I think it has decreased now to 5'3", and earlier it was 5'7". So pageants are also becoming very inclusive in terms of heights, in terms of how you look. So and also in modeling, there are certain height criterias if you want to be a ramp model. But then there are various brands like Victoria's Secret. They have become very inclusive. They do not want any certain kind of height, weight, or your body structure. So times are changing now.
So, ma'am, what sort of questions did you face while contesting?
As a contestant, there are various questions. Like if you are in a personal interview, you will be asked some self-introspective questions. Like in our job interview, also when the HR takes our interview, there are some self-introspective questions just to see the presence of mind of that person. So you have those, you have current affairs, and also questions related to what is going all around the world, like global warming, climatic crisis, wars, and anything which is related to the world. So these are the questions, general questions that are being asked.
To what extent is the personal round in a pageant is similar to the one that we face in the HR?
Yeah, it is similar. Like first they'll ask you, introduce yourself. So in HR, also they ask you the same. You have, but in pageants, they will ask you few, they can give you some scenario and ask you that how you will come out of it. And they ask you some questions which are related to some current affairs, like what are your thoughts about the war between Afghanistan and sorry, Ukraine and Russia war, or What do you think that is Afghanistan doing right with the women? So these are the questions they might ask you. They want your opinion. They want to know what you think about the world and how you think that the world can change. And in HR questions, they try to know about your personality. They might give you a scenario that what if you are in a tiff with your mate who is working with you. If you are not able to cope up with your work, how you will come out of that scenario. So it's just to know the personality, the real personality of the person. And I believe whenever you are in an interview, there might be questions like you won't be able to answer because it is not possible that everyone knows about everything. But to come out of those questions very nicely is an art, and you can do it if you practice.
Ma'am, we are sure that there are a lot of preparation that goes behind answering any of such questions. But I assume there are times when those questions can be surprising and unexpected. So how to manage to get around them and come up with the answers on spot?
Yeah, sometimes whenever we are in an interview, there might be some current affairs or there might be some news which we are not aware of, because it is very human of not knowing few things. If you're in an interview, do not, beat around the bush or try to cover up things. Always be, upfront that I don't know about this topic and I'll read it whenever I go back. Or if you know something, general about it, you can talk about it. But if you do not have any clue, just say nicely that I do not know about this, or can you please elaborate for me so that I can give a point of view on that. So you need to be very confident. If you do not know, don't think that no, I don't know how will. Don't panic. Basically, you should not panic, because if anxiety creeps in you, you're not able to answer and you're going to ruin your interview. Just be straightforward with the interviewer and say that either you can say elaborate, or you can say that I will read about it and get back to you, or I'll talk to you about it.
Okay, our listeners should take a note of this answer as this will help them in various rounds of interviews, whether it's HR round for company or whether it's their UPSC preparation and all. So, ma'am, what learnings of educational background, especially that of chemical engineering, helped you in your beauty pageant contest?
uh, I believe that knowledge is never waste. There might be questions related to when I was in a pageant. I got question that how the war is affecting the petrol prices. So being a chemical engineer, I am well versed with how the petrol prices are affected. So it helped me in answering those questions. So if you have a good, I have also done MBA, and it has also helped me to channelize different perspectives, economy perspective, financial perspective. So these all things helped me to incorporate my answers in a beautiful way.
Common stereotype that the media or the OTT platforms or movies that build around is that modeling or the fashion industry has a lot of negative impact also, highly competitive challenges. How did you come, you know, how did you recover from the setbacks that you might have faced? What were the challenges that you went through? How did you manage to look through them and still, rise to the occasion?
It's been 5 years. I've been, going to pageants. Like I started in 2017, and every time I failed, I never thought that I'm not going for the other pageant. There were girls with me who said that nahi, ab nahi hoga, because it's too much of energy. You have invested too much. You have invested your finances in your wardrobe. You have invested your energy. You have invested your time, and when you are not able to win, you get disheartened that why I'm not being able to reach that height. But I never got disappointed. I always learned from my experience that okay, in this pageant I was not able to speak well, I need to work on my communication skills. if in this pageant I was not able to walk, I need to get trained for that. So every pageant had its own experience. And I never tried to, get disappointed from my experiences. I just tried to learn from it. And after 5 years, I was able to win a crown. So I think it's not easy. The journey is never easy. But whenever you get good results, whenever you look back to your, memory lane, that how you came here, you see that everything was worth it. So yes, there are stereotypes that, there is networking and there are challenges. But if you are passionate, if you are hardworking, nothing can stop you.
Any challenges that you had to face at your level, and what were the thoughts that made you kept going for it?
There were many challenges. I have gone for like 4 to 5 pageants and I never won. And there were pageants in which I was not even on top five panel. So I never, got disheartened that why I'm not being able to make through it. It's just you need to keep going. When I was in Miss Earth India in 2022, I was not even in top five candidates. Initially I cried like why not me? I have given so much effort. But then I always remind myself that if I am going to stop right now, my all my effort, which was 5 years ago, all the efforts of my mentors, of my parents, and of me also, it's all going to go futile if I'm not going to work harder. Then again, I worked hard and I banged like Miss Globe India 2022 in a month. So I also believe in law of attraction a lot. I don't know if you guys have heard about law of attraction, but I'm a believer of law of attraction and it has helped me a lot. And that's it. It's just if you have that fire in your belly, I don't think so anything can stop you.
Okay, ma'am. So you were in the modeling field, and there are various of others model too who were competing to win that titles that you achieved. So in other fields also we encounter such people who are competing us who try to make us feel down. So how you tackle with those things?
Wh- like my modeling career, when I see my pageant journey, I see competitors. I know we get nervous, but this pageant has taught me, how to come up with your competitors. In pageant, though we all are competitors, but we always treated each other like sisters. We always helped each other in makeup and wardrobe or anything. Any mishap happens with the contestant. Sometimes there were times in my pageant when I went to Europe. My co-contestant, Miss Malaysia, didn't have any luggage. Her luggage was stuck. So we gave her clothes to wear in different events. So I think even in our HR interview, we have various, classmates who are competing for the same position. We are nervous, I know, but confidence is the key. Whenever I used to go for my interview, when I went for my interview for HR round, I literally, it is true, I stood in front of mirror. I said that you got that job. Don't worry. You have that position. You do not have to lose your confidence. That's it. Even if five people are applying, first, my all my classmates applied, and then five were shortlisted. Then we had another round. I said, you got that position. Do not worry. Even if you do not know answers, just tell straightforward. No, I don't know the answer, sir. I either you can, tell something about more about it so that I can give you my opinion. You have to be confident. You have to mentally prepare yourself before going on stage or before going to an interview. I follow law of attraction. I always say I got that. Do not say that I will get. Say I got that. I have that position in my hand. It's just the last step which I have to do, and I have that position. So if you mentally prepare yourself, if you mentally talk to yourself that yes, I have this, I already have this, you will certainly get that confidence in you. And I am pretty sure you can bang on. I do that. I always talk to my own self that Yes, I have that. What is wrong in me? I have confidence. I know everything. I have that knowledge. So why not?
Okay,
So even
ma'am, since you have spoken about that Europe tour and you have spoken about the pageant titles, but many of us are not informed about your title like Miss Globe India. So please elaborate on this. What is this event and how you achieved that?
Okay, so it was an event in Jaipur. It is Miss Globe India. In this, when you get crowned, you need to go internationally. Like it was in Albania. It is in Europe near Greece. So all the countries, like there were 60 to 70 countries. Each representative comes up there to represent their own respective countries. So I went from India to represent my country, and similarly, 60 more countries came up there. You know, we have 15 days of pageant, and you know what, like whenever you enter, the minute you enter the premises, you are start they start judging you. Like the judgment is not on the final day. They start judging you on the first day, the way you have entered, your arrival look to your departure look. So everyone comes, they represent their country, their culture, their traditions, and their diversity, and it's a good experience. You know, you come to you have your I my roommate was South Africa and Belgium first, and then New Zealand and Malaysia. So when you are able to live with different countries, you come up to know a lot about them. You So I had a very great experience representing my country internationally.
even experts can make mistakes, right? As you mentioned about Miss Malaysia misplacing her luggage. But where was there an incident where something was supposed to go right and the entire thing went left and you had to handle that situation? So how did you manage then?
Oh God. In this experience, I've experienced so many failures. I'll tell you, I have two stories. First, when I was going, I booked my flights and I got diagnosed with dengue. And as a medical student, you might know that platelets, minimum platelets is 150. I had 10,000. I had very minimum chances of living, I guess. Got my platelets transfused twice, and had no clue that how I'm going to represent my country, because already I surpassed my dates. Like I had to arrive on 25. I On 28th, I was on bed. So I had no clue how I'm going, what's happening, how my wardrobe is going to be in place. But then I managed. I had that thing that no, even if I am not well, I have that responsibility on my shoulder and I need to represent my country, because that will be bad on my part if I'm not able to do that. So I took the permission from the organization that can I come late? Like I went 1 week late, but they gave me the permission that yes, due to the medical conditions, you can. I was admitted there as well due to cellulitis, but I made through it. I don't know how my friends say that. How do you have so much energy? You were on bed 2 days ago, and how did you go there? Like you took 15 hours flight, and you went there. You aced that. So yes, that was a problem which I experienced. And also one more thing, when I was in my finale, we all have that panic thing, that anxiety coming up, that how we are going to represent my, like everything is on you. You are not called by your name there, you are called by your country's name. They used to call me India. They don't know my name, who is Arshiya Sareen. So it was so I had so much of anxiety that how it's going to happen. And in that anxiety, I left my phone in the changing room. And I was so panicked that where is my phone? Where is my? I was in a foreign country. I didn't know how to contact my parents. I took my roommate's phone. I told her that can I call my mom? I need to tell her that please As I have my iPhone, she could trace it through my MacBook. I asked my friends that go to my place, just trace my phone. Where is my phone? I don't know. I've lost it. I was crying so badly. I was so anxious that what's happening. I have my finale in 2 hours. I have to get my makeup hair done. But then I had good support system. Miss Malaysia and New Zealand, they said that don't panic. Take our phone, just relax, get your makeup done, hair done. We'll sort it. They contacted my friends. Miss Malaysia was a big support system. She called my friend. She said she is very anxious. She's very panicked because we are going on stage and her phone is not there. Just see on MacBook, just ring the bell. Through MacBook, there is an option to ring a bell. My friend rang the bell, and someone from my, team heard the voice in the changing room. I went to the changing room twice, but as I was so panicked, I couldn't find, but they found the phone. So that was a big mishap before going on the stage. So the moral is never panic, never. If things are going bad, just let it be. Because I have seen when I was in a panic mode, I couldn't find. But when I was relaxed, I went to the changing room. I could see the phone dropped down. So
Any
yes,
personal mantra that keeps you going in these situations, like something, yeah, like there was this all is well, something
yes.
that keeps you going
I
there.
talk to my own self that you need to, face the problems and challenges. No one has, when you reach that stage, you think that, oh, yaar, ye bhi kuch ban gayi, ye kaise ho gaya. The struggle, the challenges she has gone through is, you do not know what they have gone through the entire. My 5 years were full of challenges. I was not able to make through top five. I told you, I was not able to make through various auditions. I still audition for various pageants. So your journey never stops. It's just you need to, should have that self confidence in you that you will make it. You have to think positive, then only positive will, happen in your life. If you are negative about your own self, it will show in your performance. I'm always positive. And whenever we go for a pageant or an interview, we think that, yeah, this person is a topper. I am not that intelligent. How will I crack the interview? He will crack or she will crack. No, you do not know what experiences they have and what you have. There might be a chance that your personality may fit the shoe or may fit the job description which they want, or your qualities may resonate with the job description they want. So I had with me people who were more intelligent than me, like in academics, but the personality should resonate. The interviewer should know, the in HR round, they basically see your behavioral personality, how you're going to behave when you are given a case study. They asked me many questions. They asked me one question that tell me an incident, not from your college days, not from your school days, just in general in your day to day life which you faced, a very difficult incident and how you came out of it. So your strategy should be to, you should have some incidents already before going for an interview. You should have that in your mind. Like, first you read the job description, you see what are the qualities and the virtues they want for that job, and then go through the incidents which you have faced, form a story that revolves around those qualities and virtues so that you can show them your best foot forward, that yes, you have that capability, you have that ability to fulfill what they want. I'll tell you, it's a star method. I have the PPT. I can explain you.
Okay, that's great, ma'am. Since as you have said, like no one has lived same life. Okay, all people are different. So our viewers take a note of this. Like You can represent yourself as an individual. You should not compare yourself with others. You can stand out of the crowd, okay, because of your experience. So, I'm shifting from engineering to a modeling career was a really big decision. So, like, what was your family's reaction on this? How do they react on this decision?
Uh, I think where I am right now is all due to my family and my mentors. Their unshakable support has helped me to be here. My family members never asked me that join the job. I it was the other way around. I wanted to join the job. I said that I need a backup option. What if I'm not able to win the crown? What will happen to my career? I don't want to sit home. I then again, it's a human tendency. You start comparing yourself with your classmates. Someone is going to Hyderabad for the job, someone is going to Gurgaon. And I also wanted to go to Gurgaon to do my job as well as my modeling. But then my parents said that, why are you not giving some time to your modeling career? If you have invested 5 years in modeling, so you should give at least 1 year to your passion. You should try at least. If you're not able to do that, you can always do your masters. You can always shift your career to your job. You can go for job, because job option is available every, you can go anytime. But in pageants, there is an age criteria: 25 years, 27 years. After that, you cannot apply for pageants. So it is very short lived. So why are you not trying? So my parents motivated me. They asked me to at least give 1 year, what you really love. And I think I do not regret now, because had I not, quit the job option and gone for the pageant, I would have not won the crown. So it I feel, live with the flow. Whatever you feel like doing, just do it. If you're going to take risks in your life, then only you are going to be something. Otherwise, you will lead a very, normal life, and you will not be able to conquer your dreams. Just take risks, do what you want to do with your foot, but put your heart and soul in that. Always, if I have chosen pageants, I have put my heart and soul. I'm not doing ki chalo time pass kar lete hain. No, if you are taking that thing seriously, I am very sure, if not in a year, in 2 years, 3 years, you will get the results.
Okay, and so like your parents motivated you, they encouraged you. But in national level, it was very great. When it comes for the international level, okay, you have to visit foreign countries and abroad trips, as you said earlier. Okay, so it's a big decision. It's very like surprising, and like it's very big decision for parents as well as well as for you. You will be getting nervous like in some other foreign countries. So how did you manage that, and what were your family's reaction on that?
My family was excited. Yeah, I was nervous because I had to go there alone. I had to take 5 suitcases with my national costume, so it was a big deal going alone there. But you know what? Whenever you enter there, you see 60 different people. You tend, even if you don't want to compare yourself, you do compare yourself. You do compare yourself with people, like different countries. They represent differently. You have that mindset कि यार उसका तो मुझे national costume बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. She will win. I can't win. I don't think so. I have any position. But no. Then I had some tips and tricks to get through that also, because when you are there for 15 days, from day one the competition starts. You have your TV shows, you have your conferences, you have to you have your personal interviews, you have many different things over there. And and it is very normal that you have that anxiety. When I went 7 days late, so I had to do everything in one day. I had to give my pi, I had to go for the conference and TV shows. I had to sit with different countries. I had no clue what's happening, that in a day they are asking me to do all the things, and I'm not mentally prepared because I have come after 12 hours of flights. I need to sleep. But I have realized one thing, that just to keep you going, you need to, what I said, talk to yourself, do meditation. I do twin heart meditation to, relax my own self. Whenever I'm going for a pageant, I do twin heart meditation. I visualize myself. I make an image that you are a winner. That crown is on your head. No one is going to get that crown. It's yours. So if you're positive, if you are creating that positive mindset, even if you're standing among 70 countries, that positivity will radiate from you. You see people, whenever there are few people, whenever they enter the room, even if you are giving an interview or a GD, you see few, co-classmates who enter the room and they have a great personality. The personality speaks. It is all due to the positivity they have and the positivity they radiate. They have that confidence, that aura. If you do not create that aura and your confidence, you will not be able to conquer. You should have that personality that the minute you enter, the heads should turn. And you can only create if you have that positive attitude. If you think that you are capable of it, no one is going to come to you and say that, Arshiya, you are going to be you are going to be winner. In hearts, everyone is competitive. No one is going to say that, Arshiya, you are a winner. No, we are not a winner. No, everyone is going to try to pull you down in the competition, but you need to ace it by being positive. That's it. One word, positive. Just remember, you need to create that aura, that personality, that the minute you enter. I had when I went for my national for my national international experience, I had many national directors saying that the way you spoke in the conference, it spoke volumes about you. The personality, the confidence you posed there was so good. They praised me and I felt so good. Even if I was not able to make to top 5, when people personally came to me and said, that also made me happy and made me confident that yes, I can conquer anything. So just have some self confidence. I don't say that you think that you are above others, but be positive that you know everything, you have that ability to do.
So, as you stated that the competition started since day one and you were a week late. So, wasn't there a kind of pressure how you're going to manage it? What is it going to be like? What will the things, how will things turn out? Did you feel like you were at a disadvantage?
Yes, I felt. I asked my national director that I'm going 7 days late. And it is obviously going to affect because the minute I entered, there were already groups, there were already friendships developed. And I was a new person who had to, when I went, my roommate was Belgium in South Africa. Though they knew that I'm going to come, I'm not well, but still, when you see, you do not know, you're clueless. You do not know who are the team members, what's happening, because when you are in orientation, when you are in the starting days, you come to know a lot about the pageant. But I was clueless. But you do not have any other option. I had no other option. There, I was the delegate. I had to go. And when you have that responsibility on the shoulder, you need to ace it no matter what. So I didn't think about the negatives. I thought about the positive, that 7 days late, I had 7 days to prepare my own self to go there. So I went, I had put my best foot forward. I had that pressure to complete all the dues, which were like people completed one conference in one day, and I had to complete in one day all the three. So it was the pressure. But then I had good roommates, I had good people around me who told me that how to go through that and how to prepare your own self for all the things which were lined up for me. So I think rather than pondering on the negatives, just see that, yeah, I thought that out of the whole country, I am being selected. So it's a big thing. Why I'm not seeing the positive that, yes, Arshiya, you got selected, you need to go there and represent the country. That's the positive thing. If I would have thought that no, I'm going 7 days late, I'm not going to win, what's the point? No, if you have got the opportunity, just grab it. Just put your heart and soul in it and rest, leave it to God. Even if you're not able to make it, you got to learn a lot. I got to learn a lot about in that experience. When you go to Europe, you do not get good food. I just got a boiled pasta with an olive oil. So those were the experiences which I think I'll cherish my whole life. How to get food for my own self, of my own taste. How to live in a country where 60 other girls from different culture and traditions were there. So you learn a lot from your experience. Never think about the negatives. Just think about the positive, that you got the opportunity. You need to go and you need to put your best foot forward.
Ma'am, so you may say positivity is the key for the energy and confidence, the key to the success. Right. So, but there are various constraints, like you have followed your passion in parallel to your education. Okay, so there are various constraints like attendance and examinations that encounter while your competitions. So, what are your experience on this?
I think your voice was distorted. Can you please repeat?
Yeah. Ma'am, since there are various constraints when you follow your passion in parallel to your education career, okay. So, like various constraints like examinations and attendance that you encounter while your competitions. Okay, so what were your experience in that?
Yes, I will tell you. We are in an Indian society where my university was not very fond of pageants, to be honest. I When I entered the second semester, I had an introduction round. Everyone was introducing themselves, and I told very excited. I had a like. I was very excited to tell my professor that I am going for Miss North India. And then my professor said, Miss North India, you should study. Why are you going in pageants? You should study, and you are a good student, you have good academics. Why are you going in modeling? And then my friend said that you should not tell to the professors, because they are not going to support you anyhow. So why are you telling? इससे तो तुम्हारी internally कम होएगी. कोई कोई जरूरत नहीं है बताने की that you're going for modeling. But then I took 10 days off. I went for Miss North India, and I had less attendance, but somehow I coped up in the last days of my semester. So yes, I had many difficulties when I had to quit my job as well. I was called by my chairperson, and my TPO, my training and placement officer, also screamed at me that why are you quitting your job? You got your placement. I said that I have to go for my Miss Earth India, and I don't want to go for my job. They had a meeting with me in which they told me that why are you doing this and that, but nothing could stop me in the end. They screamed at me. But now when I go, they say that, oh, we congratulate. They posted on their website and all. So when you reach that height, everyone is going to acknowledge you at the end. So so don't let anyone stop you from reaching your goals and your dreams. I faced many problems in attendance and lectures, but somehow I coped up. I was one of top 5 students in my class, but I didn't let anyone hamper my growth. That's it.
So it's always like a half glass full situation for you.
Yes.
So while participating in this high level competition, vocabulary plays a great role, right? So was there some ways or methods how you adapted to using such beautiful phrases and metaphors while conversing with us also? Is
Actually,
there a way you developed it?
yes, this has a big story. Like, I was not that confident. I was not able, I thought, no, I think it is all in your mind. I had that in my mind that I cannot speak among uh, people. I think people will judge me if I speak anything. People will say that, is this an answer? She doesn't know even how to answer a question, because in pageants also they ask you many questions on stage. in conferences, you don't know the script. Basically, in few pageants they tell you, but in many pageants they never tell you that what's the script. And even if they tell you when you are getting your makeup or hair done, you just have 5 minutes to go on stage. So that is pointless. Even if they don't tell you that, that is equally to that, they don't even tell you that what they are going to ask and what question is going to come up to you. So when there was COVID, I made best use of my COVID days. I asked I got trained from Bombay. So initially I had my online classes, and then when the COVID situation was better, I flew to Bombay. I got trained over there. And I remember when I was getting trained, I when I started getting trained, I asked my mentor that, can you please take my personal classes? I cannot speak in front of 7 girls because they might judge me or they might have better vocabulary than me. So she said that don't get disheartened, just come. You will see that the atmosphere is very nice. You won't feel out of the box and you will be able to make it. The first class was so nerve-wracking. I went, first she used to tell us the vocabulary words. You can also try at your home. Take 5 vocabulary words and make a para out of it. Any para, para related to your life journey, anything. Just use those 5 words so that you can grasp those words and you can that get etched in your memory. That yes, these were the words which I used in my like while writing a paragraph, and you can use those words in day-to-day life as well. So first she gave the paragraph and she said that everyone needs to speak those paragraphs. I was so nervous that I don't know that how my paragraph is going to be. I don't want other people to judge me. So I was very accustomed to thinking that what others will think about me when I'm going to speak. And then she started shooting questions. What are your thoughts about feminism? Like many questions related to pageant. Why do you want to win the crown? Why do you think you deserve? And again, she said I remember she asked me that tell your views on poise. I say I was blank. What poise? I can't speak. But the confidence she instilled in me, I think no one can do that. She never judged us. She told us where I was going wrong. So my mentors helped me a lot, and I realized after getting trained for a month, I realized that it was all in my mind. I could speak well. I could do everything. I could talk. But it was all in my mind that I cannot speak in front of 7 girls who were getting trained with me. But that I overcame by my training, and then I could speak. I don't believe that I'm speaking in front of 80 other people right now, because if I see 5 years back, Arshiya, I couldn't speak in front of 7 girls. So it's all in your mind and your mindset. You need to build that mindset. You need to be very headstrong, and you need not compare to others, because your point of view can always be different from others. So you are your own competition.
So throughout your journey, what has been your crowning glory? Like, yeah, of course, you got crowned and everything, but there must be one incident that reminds you of the entire journey being fruitful, like your crowning glory, where you're like, yes, this is mine, this is me.
My crowning journey was so fast. Like I could not contemplate that, yes, I won the crown, because in 15 days I had to go internationally. But when I went, when I landed there, I had many girls, many people, coming to me, India, we need pictures with you, and we need selfies with you and all. And that was the time I realized that yes, I achieved. But at the end, I always remember one thing, and I always make my own self remember that you always need to stay grounded. If you are going to stay grounded, then only you can rise like a phoenix. If you're not going to stay grounded, if your winning situation is going over your head, then you cannot reach heights and your growth will also stop. So that was the time when I realized that yes, I have achieved, yes, I have been crowned, I have that responsibility on my shoulder, but you need to stay grounded and never forget the roots. And also, when people were recognizing me as India over there, that was the time when I had goosebumps and I felt so proud that yes, I did something. But then the only thing which always my parents also say, which my mentors also taught me, that gratitude towards your mentors, your parents, and your all the people who helped me to go through the journey, my friends who were my rock solid support, from making videos to clicking pictures for me for my audition. I can never thank them enough.
Okay, ma'am. So, like, I'm a student, and I encounter such people who from whom we don't expect any results, but when the results come, they come out as a packet of surprise. Okay, like they do such a brilliant job, like we never expected from. So these things happen in such contests too.
Like you saying that your co-contestants or your classmates, you never thought that they will reach there. You're saying that?
No, ma'am.
Mm.
We don't expect results. We don't expect she will be winning. Okay, but
Yeah,
when the results come, yeah,
yeah.
in that.
I feel this has, you have that idea when you're living for like 15 days with those contestants, you have that idea. The winner outshines always. There is never a surprise. Sometimes, like in Miss Globe, we had a surprise. We never thought that that person is going to win. The winner, which we thought was among top two only, she stood second. But yes, there was a surprise, but somehow we already know that who is going to outshine, because 15 days of staying with people, you come to know about how they're performing, how their personality is speaking, and how the personality is resonating with the crown. So sometimes it is shocking, but not always, because you tend to know about what they how they are performing in their in their pageant. And also when in if you're saying in class, like yes, sometimes you're shocked that ये कैसे ये position या placement ले गया. ये सब तभी होता है if you have that confidence. I told you that you might see people who do not have such good grades. I have seen people who have just 7 CGPA and went to Columbia University, because I have seen that confidence in them, that fire in their belly to score. They worked hard in their GRE scores. They worked hard in their GMAT scores. They went to Columbia. So you need to have that self confidence. People are going to pull you down. They are going to say, यार ये ले आया, ये कैसे हो गया, 7 तो CGPA पास भी नहीं होता था, ये कोलंबिया चले गया. But you never see कि उसकी back story क्या है, the way he has worked hard to get that position. No one is going to tell you that how they are working hard. It's just you need to be very self confident, and you need to be very it's sometimes it's very eye opening कि यार ये बंदे ने कैसे कर लिया. But कोई अपनी story नहीं बताएगा. No one is going to tell you that I'm working hard on my GRE, or I'm doing preparing for my GMAT, I have that aim. Everyone has their own path. Do not compare your own self. Just have that confidence in you, that yes, I'm going to make through it.
So we can say that like success is not an overnight journey. You should be consistent while your whole journey and keep practicing. Never let yourself down and keep motivated.
Yes, this is what pageant has taught me. How to deal with failures, how to deal with competitors. So you need to know, you need to stand out. If you are not if you do not have that confidence in you, no one is going to pamper you that Arshat तू ही करेगी नहीं, तू no. they all are fighting for one position.
And as the old saying goes, all things good must come to an end. And this has never rang truer than in making closing speeches. With the learning about the law of attraction and manifesting the positive while seeing the glasses as half full. With this, let's conclude today's wonderful and informative session. I, on behalf of entire Saturday 10 a.m. team and student community, would like to thank Miss Arshiya Sareen for sparing her precious time and interacting with our students. I personally got to know a lot about the skill sets, communicating, and portraying ourselves in a certain way that we are the best.
Thank you so
I
much.
too, I too learned a lot from today's session, and no doubt this will be a remarkable session for attendees too. We would like to extend our gratitude to our Dr. Rakshi Malhotra sir, our faculty mentors, Dr. Smita Bonde and Harshal Kotwal sir, for the constant support and guidance. Lastly, we would like to extend warm thanks to all the participants of today's session. Thank you for giving us the company and making this a successful session.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me. And
Pleasure to have
all
you.
the best
Arshia.
to all of you. Okay, bye.
This was a great session, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.